I'm back on the hedge trimmer. I have actually been hedge trimming quite a bit in the last few weeks. Well, I say quite a bit. What I've been doing is snatching the odd hour here and there. But it's been quite difficult because it's been so flipping wet. It's been a bit of a worry going on the field. So what I've been doing is I've been doing all the roadside hedges where I can drive on the tarmac and not worry about making a mess. And I haven't bothered filming that because, to be honest, when you're on the roadside it's a bit scary because some of these idiots flipping drive like lunatics, and when you're in a tractor going at 1 mile an hour along the road hedge trimming, it's not very nice. You're trying to concentrate on the hedge and on the vehicles and everything like that. So I haven't done any filming up to now of me hedge trimming. I'm about to do a bit down the fields. I haven't got very long. It's the afternoon. I've just nipped down for sort of a quick hour. But I'm on a bit of a tight schedule. It's all got to be done before the end of Feb. That's when the season for hedge trimming finishes. So I've got to get it all done before then. I've probably done about half of what I need to do. A bit tight there. So we're just driving down here. This is my little favourite spot on the farm. Got my new bracket, look. Way new bracket. Haven't actually got these new bits yet. Do you remember, if you watched my video where I was repairing or made that little bracket, a couple of comments on that. A couple of people said to me, why didn't I just lift the bracket up a bit and stuff? Well, do you know what? I wanted to make a little piece like that, and I think it's a better job than any other thing that people were suggesting. The other thing as well is that a few people commented on me pushing too hard on the drill bits. Well, I realised I was doing that, but that was because they were so flipping blunt. I need to get some new drill bits. Anyway, you might have seen me comment about replacing these rubbers. Well, I've had a second thought about those, and I've decided I'm not going to replace them at the moment because they were £16 each. I need 4. That's 53 pounds. What am I talking about? 48 pounds. Oh dear, my maths. 48 pounds plus VAT for bits of rubber. If anyone knows where I can get them cheaper than that, do let me know. Have another look. Oh, I just cut it off by mistake. Yeah, have another look. There they are. They're only little bits of rubber, and that's from Bomford. They're £16 each. I think that I must be able to get them somewhere else. So, if you do know where I can get those from, do tell me. Put a comment below and a link below if you can. Right, I'm just driving out to this last bit. I have to stop there to play with the camera. The other thing as well, I thought I'd point out about the hedge trimming. You might, any of you watch this, watch my videos before will know I'm on stewardship, which means I can only trim them every 2 years rather than every year. I get grant funding for that, but the compromise is that there's quite serious hefty growth by the second year. I don't think they don't trim down as well, and in some ways I'd rather trim them yearly, but it does give better cover for the wildlife, so that is the reason for doing it. So you will see quite chunky growth on this, and I'm going to one hedge that's blackthorn, which is a real bugger. If you don't trim that by the second year, the third year, ooh, that's really nasty. So we'll have a look. I'm sure the armchair experts will be criticising my hedge trimming. It doesn't, believe me, it doesn't have to be perfectly neat, because within about, I don't know, 2-3 months, it'll all start growing back and be covered in green, and you won't notice the old scuffy bit and stuff. But I'm going to get down there. Let's get into the field, get my hedge trimmer going, and we'll see how we go on it. I said I'm probably picking the worst field for you to see me working in, because it's I don't like cutting the blackthorn. A nice bit of actually, you know, a bit of elm is not too bad for hedge trimming. The blackthorn, it's a bit, gets a bit going, if you know what I mean. Right, anyway, here we go. It's still pretty wet. You can see where I was this morning. I've left some big ruts here, look. Oh, look at that. Oh, let's get over that. It's left, you know, I really am, I wouldn't normally drive out into these fields if it wasn't for the fact I need to get this job done. Let's have a look. I'm going to set the camera up a minute out the back so you can see me undoing the thing, but we'll see the ruts as well. Right, let's just reverse back.
see what I mean about it being pretty hefty stuff. It's the second year growth. It's pretty chunky, and I am down as slow as I can go. I am doing 1.1 miles an hour. The tractor actually will not go any slower. This is the lowest gear it's in. And I will have to do about 3 runs over that. So you can see what I'm trying to achieve here. For those of you who are in a different country, some people comment from America and they say, why do you trim your hedges? Well, the reality is, if I don't trim them, what happens is you end up with a row of trees, and then the fields, the hedges aren't stop-proof, and the cattle can get through the gaps. Whereas if I keep trimming them, they tend to bush out, much like a rose tree or something like that. You prune your roses, and that way they become bush and dense. Especially blackthorn, it will be very dense. And it's the spikes on the thorn that stop the cattle getting through. They don't like. That's why hedgerows are made of hawthorn and blackthorn, because it's got very thick spikes on it, and the cattle just don't like pushing through it. I certainly noticed the difference where I've got some elm in a hedge. They will flipping go through it if there's enough gaps. They just think, well, that doesn't hurt. Anyway, let's crack on. I'm on this now. First cut, I always think is rough cut really. First lot I do. It's more a case of just whacking some off, and then gradually I go along and make it a bit neater. Let's have a look. You can see there. It's all bumped, it coats a little white actually. I've got me. What I'm doing here is I'm levelling with the. It does go up and down a bit. So yeah, let's get that going. The newer hedge trimmers have got a joystick control, almost like a computer game, which actually is probably easier to control, but these aren't too bad. It's what you get used to. I don't mind using these at all. Let's have a look. Right, what we've got going on here, we've got something in the hedgerow. Oh, brilliant. Alright, great. Right, I'm going to just turn this off a minute. Let me just... We'll turn that down. I'm going to have to pick that out of the hedgerow, and we can see that. You can see that, it's like hot air balloons. Right, let's just turn that off. And in fact, we'll get out and have a look. Right, I'm going to wait for that to stop spinning round behind me, because that is a flipping very dangerous bit of kit, that is. So dangerous. The flails are spinning round 540 RPM. If one of those hit you or came off or anything, oh dear, that would take someone's head off. So I'm going to wait till that shuts down. We'll get out. Looks to me like party balloons in the hedge, and they've just ripped to shreds. I'll get out and pick that up. I saw some deer earlier actually running around. We'll get a video on that later, perhaps, don't know. And we'll have a quick look at the flails. That's them stopped. Right, let's get out. I've already picked up some rubbish there. Right, so what we got here? Someone's birthday balloon. Alright.
Looks like it's been there quite a while. It's quite weathered. I'm guessing Star Wars. No, actually it's a bit weird. Looks like more than one balloon. I'm not sure what it is. I reckon it is a bunch of balloons. Let's have a look. That one's not going to be very easy to get to. Ugh. And that one there, right up there. Oh. There's plastic everywhere in this world, isn't there? Let's have a look what this is exactly. What is that? Some sort of weird design. It's like a... What is that? What is that? It's nothing I can recognise. Anyone want to guess what that is? How weird is that? I'm trying to see something on it, but I can't. What do you reckon the other bits are then? Funny one. Right, there's another one there. There's a little bit more paint on it. Or wet print. What is that? What on earth is it? Some sort of robot? Can't see what that is. How weird is that? Anyway, there we go. Didn't expect to find that today. Someone's rubbish is always my job as the rubbishman of the countryside. Right, let's have a look. Look, the old headers of things come down. We can have a quick look inside there. A bit more farmer welding. I welded that the other day because this has started to split. You might have seen one of my videos where I changed the flails heads on these a while back. They're actually not bad. I don't think I need to worry about these for a while now. But look at these. These are going to spin round and whack that hedge off. Now if they are anywhere near a person, that is game over, really bad. So got to be so careful on that. Just check and see what condition they're in. You've got to check these periodically in case one's, you know, imagine if one of these bolts came undone. You got to look to make sure they're okay. Well, they seem all right. That one there, maybe the bush is getting a bit worn there. But other than that, fine. Right, oh, let's have a quick look at the hedge. So, first pass. There you go, look, it's taking it down. You can probably see the old level of the hedge. The old level of the hedge that I trimmed to is there. I can see it in my eye, because it's a little bit thinner above. And that is 2 years worth of growth up there. Quite hefty, really. So I'm going to trim back down to that level, but what I'm going to do is go over it a few times, rough cut, and then trim it up tidy at the end. If you do every year trimming, you can probably just do one run and it's probably pretty neat. Anyway, let's get the old Bomford going. I'm not going to be... What time is it? Better just check my watch, my phone or whatever. 15 missed calls I expect from the wife. 15:32. Oh, we're only going to be down here another 5 minutes, and then I'm going to have to head back. Right, that's the problem, isn't it? Afternoon milking. I've got to go back and help finish off. Right, let's get going. Right. Okay, let's get that bad boy back out there. And literally, I think I'm just going to go round once. 540. There we go, let's get it up to speed. That'll do. Right, and we're off. It's not a race on this game. Let's see if I don't find any more balloons. But normally, so when I'm normally doing this job, I've normally got the radio on, their radio too. I have turned it off because of you guys. And I'm just going round and round and round. I quite like this job actually. I quite like the hope that I will do something tidy and good. And because I'm not a regular tractor driver, I don't mind doing it. I think if I did this all the time, I think I would just do my head in. But the bit I do, I quite enjoy it. The hardest bit is this time of year, the winter sun is very low, and what I find is I
can't trim some of the hedgerows if I'm facing into the sun. I've got to choose the time of day I do it, because otherwise I'm flipping blind, and if you're trimming blind you can't really see what you're doing. Now normally when I'm talking to you, well, I'm not talking to you guys, I'm actually just concentrating on what I'm doing, so I'm multitasking here, which is probably not going to give me the nice finish some of you like. But right, I'm going to get to the end of this hedgerow bit here, and then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to head back. I didn't realise it was so late. I was up doing something else, and I didn't realise I compromised my time, which is always a very difficult one. You can see how wet it's been. If you look through the hedge there, you can actually see the water on the other side of the hedge, and that's not a ditch, that is actually on the surface. Right, so what I'll do is I'll just finish this off. Oh my god, there's more on the ground there, look. I wasn't expecting that. It's a lot. I know we've had a ridiculous amount of rain, but I thought that would have drained away by now. I'm sorry if it's a bit of a shaky camera filming, but I'm doing a lot of other jobs. I should have put the old GoPro thing up, but you know what I'm like. I'm an awkward bugger. I like this old kit. Okay, so that's me heading back now. I think, to be honest, it's pretty wet down here. I don't think it's quite ready. I shouldn't really be down this lower field. It's a bit too wet. So anyway, I'm going to head back now, and we'll have to come back another day. We might catch up again if I get a chance, do another little bit. So here we go.